What an equaliser! Ya lo hace, pierna derecha, directo al arco. ¡Golazo! ¡Golazo!
Lovely footwork from him. He dances through!
Good afternoon. Welcome to the CRIC Euro 2012 review show. I'm your host Andrew Richards, and I'm delighted to welcome our special guest here today, the CRIC College Director and Principal, Mrs. Joanne Coward. Joanne, welcome to the show.
Great, Andrew. I'm delighted to be here.
We're delighted to have you.
That's all right. Good.
Okay, could you tell us what advantages students have at coming to study at CRIC College?
Okay. Well, because we have a very broad range of pathways on offer, both at Anglia Ruskin's, Cambridge and Chelmsford campuses, and we're also delighted at the diverse number of countries that our students are recruited from. So students not only have an amazing opportunity to meet students from all over the world, but also have the opportunity to study at a fantastic UK HE institution.
Great. Okay, now you're obviously a football fan.
I am, as you know.
That's what the reason why we're here. Could you let us know what team you support?
I am a Liverpool supporter.
Okay, Liverpool. So, obviously been in the shadow of previous achievements for your club. Not had a good couple of years, but you know, new manager on board. How do you feel for the next season?
Well, I'm quietly confident. I think he's a good manager. Hopefully things will be a lot better.
Up. More than I can say for my team, Tottenham, who currently don't have a coach. So, okay, let's get into the action for the reason why we're here. And that's so the quarter-final draw. The matches are as follows: the Czech Republic will play Portugal, Germany will play Greece, France will play Spain, and England will play Italy. Now, let's move Czech Republic versus Portugal. Joe, what are your thoughts on that? What are your predictions, should I say? I myself can only see one winner.
Well, I think it's probably likely to be Portugal, but I think it'll be a tough game actually. I think they're quite evenly matched in many sort of areas of the pitch, but of course there's always the Ronaldo factor.
Yeah.
So
does he turn up? Is he going to turn up?
Well,
what sort of Ronaldo will turn
If the
up?
Real Madrid Ronaldo turns up, you can only see there's going to be one winner.
Okay. Moving on to the next quarter-final, that's Greece versus Germany. Now, again, I can only myself see one winner from that, but we all know what happened in 2004 when everyone didn't fancy Greece and they went on to win the tournament.
No, exactly. But I don't think history is going to repeat itself again.
No, I don't.
You know, Germany just looks the strongest team in the tournament. You know, they play attractive, fluid football. Yeah,
so Germany they have a vast array of talent throughout their team.
Yes.
So
absolutely.
And it stems from, I think, when they lost Euro 2000, they lost to England. So they changed their whole structure after Euro 2012. They had that old ageing squad, and they went and opened loads of different academies throughout Germany. It's really paying off for them now.
Well, it is.
Great first team, great bench. I'm a little bit jealous myself. Don't know about you.
Well, absolutely. I mean, they play with such discipline, and you know, there's obviously a great team spirit there.
Like there always is with the Germans. But yeah, I fancy Germany to go through that and win that quite comfortably.
Yeah, I do too.
Okay, moving on to the third quarter-final, where we see Spain playing France. Now, this has always been, in my opinion, one of the classic European grudge matches. Spain against France. You think of Spain, you think of France, you think they're two teams that over the years played each other. But I can't look past the Spanish on this one.
No, I mean, I think if Spain plays to their real potential, that I think they'll just walk it.
And of course, the French people, they have high expectations of their side.
There are reports today that there are some tensions in the camp again against them.
That fiery French passion that they have.
Well, if
passionate lovers, passionate footballers, but also, it can get them into trouble.
It can. So I think that will be an interesting game to watch, actually. Yeah.
Okay, now moving on to the final quarter-final game, and that sees Italy play England. Now, this is the one that I have my eye on most, as I'm sure you will, being English. What are your thoughts on how this is going to pan out? I feel, myself, it's, you've got two teams that are pretty evenly matched there. Haven't had great tournaments, really good defensively, but going forward a little bit suspect. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, I was slightly concerned when Rooney played against Ukraine because it seemed to unbalance the side a little. So I'm wondering if Hodgson will go for a Carroll Welbeck combination up front game.
Yeah, my thoughts are, they've got to go out and attack Italy. I think Italy, without their best centre half, Giorgio Chiellini, who's out injured for the game, they need to really capitalise on that. So so that's the quarter-final draw done. Now, Joe, what are your predictions for the semi-finals?
Well, I think Spain, Portugal, and England, Germany.
Yeah, I'll agree with that too. Okay, so if that is the case, then what's your prediction for the final?
Well, I think Spain will be too much for Portugal. And although my heart says England in the final, Germany are just looking quite fantastic. So my head says a Spain-Germany final. Okay,
yeah, I have to agree with that. As much as I want England to go all the way, I think they come unstuck against the Germans if they get past the Italians, that is.
Of course, yes.
The big question is the final. Who do you think will win the final and who do you think will lift the trophy?
Well, that's a very close call, I think. Spain, of course, are in the running to win 3 tournaments in a row, and I think they'll really want to do that, and that's the first time I think that's been done.
That's right. Yeah, that's true.
But the Germans are looking great.
They are.
That could be a game with penalties written all over it, I think. So then, who knows?
Yeah, and that's it. Who knows? You can never tell in football. It's one of those games. So, Joe, thank you very much for joining us this afternoon. It's been a pleasure. I'm Andy Richards, and please tune in to our next show.